off a dramatic victory. Gilgeous-Alexander, perhaps the front runner. Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox. OKC coming off a victory on Friday over Atlanta. 48 victories on the season. Williams through traffic, puts it up and off.
Has really struggled without Victor Wembanyama on the floor. Finding their reads, finding their shots in the flow. He puts so much pressure on defense, it opens it up for other players. Coming out of the month of February, their best offensive month of the season.
Vassell down the lane, floats it. Williams on the move, out to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the three-point shooter.
Everybody on the floor, a capable three-point shooter with the exception of Hartenstein in the middle. They just spread you out. They let the ball find the right.
Running. Williams outside to Dort. Dort firing from three, rims out, tapped out in the hands of Williams. Williams sets the feet, hits the three already.
The three ball at a higher rate coming out of the month of February, but they're getting really good looks because of that ball movement, because the ball finding the right play, finding the right player.
Biyombo on the second 10-day contract with San Antonio. Once again, a second three. Fox, three ball. The pinky injury has it taped up heavily and still going out there and competing. Crossover and a foul called on.
In terms of fourth quarter scoring is De'Aaron Fox as well. And so impressed. I mean, Chris Paul, obviously the ultimate floor general, the ultimate leader, point guard, but just his patience and communication and coaching up these young guys.
Hartenstein muscles the rebound away from Barnes. Wallace on the drive, flipping it this OKC.
He buys into all the little things that entails. Collectively, when you're selfless and you're in it for each other, nobody cares who gets the credit. You're able to withstand.
Makes it 19-14, OKC on top. Pass inside, Wallace dumps it off to Hartenstein, has to scoop it up. Williams for three, good.
In long and length and an ability to be disruptive on the defensive end.
Paul. It rotates. Barnes, three more. Yes. Both ways. 8 three-pointers between both teams. We're just at the halfway mark of this opening quarter. The lob.
The extra dribble, engaging the D, throwing it up.
Castle in traffic. No. Biyombo the offensive board. Barnes again.
Clip higher from the three at home, so he feels comfortable here. Letting it fly early.
Hartenstein with the back down. Turnaround with the left-handed.
To the execution, it all matters. You see the versatility, the ability to switch and stay in place.
Johnson deep corner.
Shooting it at a high clip.
Both teams 5 for 8 from beyond the arc. SGA teams, they haven't met since November. They split the pair of games they've played thus far. Barnes on the drive, splits the defense, out to Castle, sets the beat, and drills the team conference. I mean, it's the Wild Wild West. You got it, OKC at the top. You have Denver, Memphis, Houston. The Lakers trying to make a surge. SGA with
that is motivation. They have been the most consistent team in the West.
They took that #1 spot from Golden State on November 25th and have not looked back. Alex Curry, so many big name moves in the offseason. 2 minutes to go in the first. Nice pocket pass. Sohan stops. Tosses it out. Champagnie, corner three. Bullseye. Isaiah Joe dealing with back spasms. Johnson. Hand off to Champagnie. Fires again. Good again.
Hey, and it's what he does. Over 70% of his shot attempts are from the three-point line. You got to close. Get a hand up.
It's a 1-point lead for the Thunder. Check that right. Castle for three, of course. They're 9 for 12 from downtown.
If you're OKC, this is a little reminiscent of Brooklyn. And that Brooklyn came
back. 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Johnson behind the back, gives it up. Castle straight on.
Those gaps, San Antonio on-time deliveries lead to in-rhythm three-point shots.
Back to a one-point game. It rotates to Caruso. Williams. Fox with the rock, defended by Caruso, gives it up to Johnson. Sohan for three. Oh, it's that kind of night. Can't get that to drop. The Spurs' last 10 field goals from downtown. Nice pocket pass. Sohan. San Antonio by 2. Hartenstein out to Jang. Jang dumps it off. Williams.
Sohan, there were 4 blue jerseys around him. He was able to pick up clean and finish.
He had 17, 9, and 4 last night. Jang, not played a ton this season. Did not play on Friday in that win over Atlanta. Castle off window. In the corner, rebound Fox. San Antonio trying to take back the lead. Castle sets the feet. And it dropped.
Hit a little bit of a wall after All-Star break and has found his way out of it these last few games.
Hartenstein.
Step up in big moments and make winning plays.
Hartenstein took.
Such a master of the game.
Back to live action. Keldon Johnson with the rock. 6 on the shot clock. Working on Caruso. Puts it up and in.
And talking to his guys, talking to De'Aaron Fox about getting the...
And Wallace gets it into Caruso. It's been a good one in this first half. Whoa, Williams.
He's just a ball player.
His free throws. He has 15 points to lead all scorers. Johnson on the drive. Fires over Champagnie. Kick out. And now it's Barnes. Patient on the drive. Off glass.
I like what Mitch Johnson was talking about in that huddle, though. The defensive board is going to be so important. Undersized, no Wendy on the...
That's what Isaiah Hartenstein says he appreciates so much about SGA. He said, I didn't realize how unselfish he was. He said, look at the way he plays defense. He carries such a huge load.
One of the more selfless teams in the NBA. Corner 3, long. Rebound, Williams out to Wallace. Wallace bounce pass, Dort getting up. Castle coming off back-to-back 20-point performances. Here's Vassell on the drive, puts it in.
But at the same time, he never gets rushed. He's always incredibly poised. He makes the right play and the right read every single time.
Paul, 3 more. OKC's led by as many as 8. Williams through traffic, off balance. 17. Sohan, bucket, and the foul. In his last 3 ball games, Thursday was the other night.
What an outstanding game. You think Boston's sending a message in the first quarter, and Cleveland just weathers the storm and stays true to who they are. And you see the moves that they've made have put them in multiple times throughout the course of the season. In the injuries to Drew Holiday. Knocks down another.
Coming out, Castle the board. 72-66. Vassell, no hesitation. 6 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Castle defended closely by SGA. Castle, dribble drive, flips it up and in. 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. 77-69. Williams, 19 points, fires a 3, got the bounce.
Spurs ball.
And San Antonio getting into it quickly. Barnes on the drive, puts it up and through.
Since he suffered his stroke in November, Mitch Johnson said you could feel Pop's aura and his presence. Guys were on the edge of their seats, just taking it all in. Pop loved on him. He cussed them out. He can...
Dort for 3. No. And SGA comes out of there with it. Sets up Wallace. Corner 3. Money.
Boards right there. If you're San Antonio, you want to play with pace. You cannot continue to give OKC multiple opportunities offensively. Did a fairly good job of that in the first.
It's coming. They do it so often over the course of the season.
Push on makes and misses. They found success in being able to, even off of made shots, get high percentage looks on the offensive end.
OKC owns the widest point differential in third quarters in the NBA this season, off to a 13-4 start here in the third. Fox. Fox is in double figures with 10. Oh, Williams cutting. Vassell gives it up to Fox. Fox on an island with Dort. Stops on a dime, fires and hits. Williams working on Vassell. Short hook won't go. Barnes the board. CP3 ahead to Castle. Lays it up.
But coming in, knowing that you're going to be relied on to defend at a high level.
How about Sohan?
Big plays with the ball in his hand. You're studying defensive versatility. We knew that he had the ability to impact winning. He's taken the opportunity and has run with it, and that is a tribute to him.
Point victory in our early game of the day. Sohan threw it behind Castle. Wallace. Wiggins, good look. Drills. Paul. A little out of control there. Something you rarely see from Chris Paul. SGA. Oh, afterburners. Two more. Big leaders in stocks in the NBA this season. This is Wiggins on the drive. Stops. The turnaround will drop.
Great touch by Wiggins around the rim. But you mentioned it in blocks and steals. Leads the league in steals.
Champagny put it in. Still be tough to deal with KD, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal and company. A lot going on in the West. Wallace blocked by Johnson the board. Champagny picks it up, gives it to Castle, finds a cutting. Sohan! Fox, the pump. Tosses it to Castle. Castle double cut. Here at Frostbank Center. Wiggins. Offensive board. SGA going to work. Down the lane. Got the lay-in. Down. Caruso fires a three. No good. Williams the tap out. Back to Caruso now with the fresh 14. Wallace penetrating out to Wiggins for three. Money. Castle. Can't hit from the corner. SGA the board. Pushing the tempo. Wallace, quick trigger. Got it.
Put out balance. Make them see crowds.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. Here's Fox beating the clock. Oh, Castle getting up for the offensive board. Count it.
A lot of different ways here tonight, as we have throughout the.
Here is Castle. Vassell on the drive. Put it up with the left. Stein clears it. San Antonio's brought the energy to start this fourth quarter. This is Williams. Good. Jalen Williams has 27. Castle gets a screen from Barnes. Oh, crossover. Pull up. Highlight from. .30 points for Stephon Castle. Long two from Woods.
Duo in the NBA. And there's a reason they can do it individually. They can do it out there collectively.
Up ahead, Caruso beating every.
Well, Michael, De'Aaron Fox said Stephon Castle can shoot the crap out of the ball, and everybody sees his athleticism. But when you're on the court with him, he's a lot bigger than people.
Over to Vassell. Full head of steam. Blocked by Diambo to jump it up. 4 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter. Fox, elbow J, pure. Making his home debut here at Frostbank Center. 14 points. Oh, nice pass, Jang. Jang. Williams now working on Vassell. Williams off glass. His bag is deep. 121, 111. Fox down the lane, flips it up incredibly on the bench. Williams, the blow by and the easy app. Second night of a back for San Antonio. They have to dig deep in this fourth quarter. Down 13. Sohan
Well, you felt like San Antonio missed an opportunity when they had the scuffle, the multiple ejections, had a little bit of momentum and energy in the building. Couldn't quite cap.
Set a franchise record with 16 made three-pointers in the first half. Hasn't gone quite their way here in this second
Sure
half.
has not. Have not made a one in the second half.
Hires 0 for 12 from three-point range in the second half. Fox behind the back to Vassell. Baseline drive leaves it for Castle.
The interesting thing right here, OKC up 8 at the end of the third. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has sat this entire fourth quarter, which he has done 14 times this group, and the ability to understand when it's winning time, right? And when it's time to make the extra punch.
It will not be his last. Vassell gives it up to Sohan. Fox around the Sohan screen, dribbles in the lane, floats it up between these two teams. SGA forced to give it up. Williams outside. Caruso flicks the wrist.
On it, you go through it, you shell it, you rep it, and you try to put your guys in the best possible position to be ready.
Oh, again. Yeah, you look at some of the other young teams.
And that tightness, that connectedness is what makes them special.
No question. And Chris Paul had a little hand in it. He played one season with OKC, playing along OKC. Didn't have Chet Holmgren, no Isaiah Joe. They may be available tomorrow night against the Rockets. Mark Daigneault run the rest of the way. Jordan McLaughlin on the drop. And OKC will run out the clock.